Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday! It's back, baby. That's right. We're here. What's going on, folks? Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Back again, Chapter 13.
That's right.
Unfuckwithable.
That's right. Cowboy, what's happening from Wyoming? Eternal Amber, how are you? Hunter and Betty Lou in the house. My mother Spark, what's happening, sister? Prepping Mantis in the house. Stray Kitten, Coffee First, East Tennessee. Pilgrim Preparedness, John Odell, Coffee First, then Speak.
And the partridge in a
That's
pear
right. That's right.
tree.
That's right.
Great to
what's
see
happening,
you all
Chrisman?
here.
Jeep Girl, how are you? Welcome to the 13th edition of We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
It's bad luck right off the bat.
So, Outlaw Jackson, what's happening, my brother? How are you? What's it going to be? What's the flavor? What is the fear porn that they are pumping at you on your YouTube today? What is it?
What you're afraid of? Why would we die?
I was so busy all day, I didn't even have a chance to look, so I don't know.
Die Wednesday.
I don't know who's telling us what we're going to die from. Terry Johnson, what's happening, sister? How are you? Dallas, hello. Sean Stan in the house, how are you? Mo Prepper, happy hump day. Thank you. Happy hump day to you, my friend. We're making it. But yeah, we don't really have an agenda tonight, guys. There is some weather on the way here towards the Hudson Valley. If you guys live anywhere in the United States, there's a huge storm system coming across.
Can't stop
and it's headed our way. And some parts of New York State could see well over a foot of snow from this thing.
I paid more money in my taxes. I thought we were stopping the weather.
Yeah, the snow just wasn't coming. Micro Wolf says it's nuclear war.
Let's do it. I'm going to drop an intro if you don't mind.
Hey, how about it?
Air raid siren. There can be none of that. None of it. And poof. Fucking bombs everywhere. Poof. Fucking people getting gunned down in the streets. The fucking citizens have had enough of your shit. Revolution's coming. Revolution's coming. We're fucking done. Revolution's coming. Tell us to take it on the chin. Not likely. You're gonna fucking take it on the chin. When the revolution comes, no sirens, no bells, no fucking whistles. It's just gonna fucking arrive like the morning. Better prep the fuck up. Peace.
Welcome back. We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
Scary times.
Yeah, definitely scary times we live in, man. And
Something always trying to kill you.
all the more reason to be prepared for whatever's coming. In this case, we got some weather on the way, right, Livingston Man? Background out here. Oh, fantastic. Whoa.
Aren't they cute? That one kind of sucks at the
He broke that one. Yes, Jason Chrisman, please, folks, if you're here tonight, smash that like button for us. It really helps with the algorithm, and maybe they can give us some playtime, which would be really cool. How many of y'all in the chat tonight got a notification for this live stream? Do me a favor and press 1 if you got a notification for this, because I know I'm subscribed to myself and I didn't get one. So, honest question for you: press 1 if you got a notification in the chat. Grateful Preps got one. Coffee First got one. My Mother Spark got one.
I got one.
All right. Livingston Man got one too. That's good. Mo Prepper says no notification. All right. So the notifications they're flying off the shelves for We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
People are digging this one.
If you don't know, guys, we started a whole We All Gonna Die Wednesday product line on Teespring. We've got coffee cups, we've got sweatshirts, we've got t-shirts, we've got cotton bandanas for your bug out bag with We All Gonna Die Wednesday. Right on it. And it's the OG original logo, the dude's the skull smoking the cigarette, right? Wow, the notifications did fly out tonight. Holy cow. Look at this ticker. Oh, the Livingston Man, the bot has been at it, folks. This is fantastic. We got an apocalyptic backdrop behind us. The ticker, it's legit as it gets. The real deal.
It's not even a microphone sticking out of my head this time.
Hey,
none of it.
So
no more messing around, okay? We're going pro. All right.
Yeah.
This is pro shit.
Yeah, the Livingston Man's got it on and cracking.
Something real clear. The cream rises to the top.
There it is. Livingston Man, could you bring up the weather screen that we were looking at earlier?
Maybe, yeah. Is it this?
This is one of them. This is what we'll start off with.
I found it.
No, go back to that other one because we're gonna read about it and then we'll look at this.
Why do you want to show them?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got all the cool tools.
Well, I mean, all right, so this is Hudson Valley weather.
Yeah, Hudson Valley weather is a great weather source. If you guys live in the region and you don't know about Hudson Valley weather, great page. They're on a lot of the radio stations around here too. That's where they get their weather from, is these guys.
Now, imagine if you are watching on your cell phone, you can't read this. The idea here being is I'm going to switch back to us so you got something pretty to look at. Mike's going to tell us what the hell they talking about.
What he's saying is we have a very complicated storm coming in. He says there's a lot of complexity with this forecast, and they are cautiously planting our flag about 5 hours in front of the computer. He says he's going to need to tweak things a little bit as the storm gets closer and see what kind of cold air is in place. But with high confidence, he says precipitation will overspread the region from southwest to northeast on Thursday between 4 to 6 p.m. So right around your drive home, things are going to start to come down.
This is when?
This is Thursday between 4 and 6 p.m. Correct. The entire region begins with snow, with the exception of the southernmost parts of Westchester and Rockland counties, where it may begin as a wintry mix.
Now, of course, he's talking about New York and Hudson Valley.
Correct. This is the whole Hudson Valley area. It will be long duration with the moisture not fully departing the region until Saturday a.m. So this thing is going to take a while. You better go get your bread and milk.
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty much tomorrow's bread and milk
It's
day.
a bread and milker without
tomorrow's
a doubt.
bread and milk day, folks. Put your plows on, get your salt, put the shovel by the door.
Correct. Let's see. It says surface temperatures will not be very cold. Coldest locations just below freezing. Mid 30s to upper 30s, near 40s in the lower Hudson Valley. Precipitation moderate to heavy at times Thursday and Friday afternoon. Higher elevations above 1,000 feet likely to see 8 to 12 inches of snow. So something to pay attention to, guys. 1,500 feet in the eastern slopes of the Catskills may see 18 plus inches of snow. So the colder, the higher elevations, you guys could get absolutely hammered from this storm. And I've seen some projections that say that we could have almost 2 feet of snow on the ground here in the Hudson Valley by Christmas.
I think, now I'm just going to throw you guys a bone here, is that I can somewhat confidently perhaps predict
the weather.
Weather will happen.
Absolutely. With great confidence. Weather is going to happen.
But erring on the side of caution, of course.
So this could get pretty dicey. Carbon Q, how are you, sister? Welcome.
It sounds like ugly, and like the thing is, like nobody wants snow.
No, especially not a heaping dose of it. You know,
it was like 60 degrees last week.
Yeah,
you know, so it's like frozen solid outside. You're like, well, it's like offensive out here.
It dropped like a stone.
I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna.
Jay Creature's going camping this weekend. That's awesome, my brother. That's awesome. Have a blast and stay safe. Take lots of video, man. I wish I could go with you. I really, really do. But I got to get back in the woods, Livingston, man. I got to get on my hunting gig.
I'm standing outside, all segregated, smoking my cigarette at work, and I said to my buddy that I work with, I'm like, like 15 years ago, I'd be like, man, this is camping weather. Now I'm like, I'm pretty ready to just quit my job and hide in my house for 3 months.
Hibernation time, man. It's total. I feel like a bear ready to crawl into my cave and hibernate. Travis, what's happening, my brother? How are you? Welcome. Rip Curl says, who's all going to die? I don't think anybody.
Everyone.
Well, everybody.
Single goddamn one of you.
Everybody eventually dies, but I think the folks here
it's
are the
be on
ones.
Wednesday, statistically.
Yeah,
we actually did that math once.
I think it was a Monday.
It was really Monday's a day that'll really get you.
Ass day to go. Fed Up American, what's happening, my friend? But. Yes, I saw that. Russia is getting the nukes ready.
God,
well, they're loading.
Can you guys hurry up?
They're loading up the latest technology, is what they're doing.
They're taking sweet fucking time. Why don't you quit whacking it?
Yeah, it could be, man. It could be that one day somebody just pushes the button and.
Well, I'm just like, if you're gonna act hard, then be hard, bro. Yeah. Like, if you're hard, you hard. Like, do this, nuke us, then keep talking. I'm Putin. Keep talking shit. Do something.
Yeah.
Wonder why people laugh at you, scoff, disregard.
Could be
fucking loser.
Couldn't even be. Could be
Ukraine.
Nothing. Could be nothing. Could be a nothing burger.
The snowstorm is a practical matter, in fact.
Absolutely.
Putin and his bullshit.
Oh, so there we go. We got a really nice graphic.
A map. Hey, we're gonna go
guys.
back. Check it out. This is the map here. It's the real shit.
Yep. This is 2 to 8 inches. Throughout the Hudson Valley. That's a pretty wide range, which kind of sucks.
Now, what they were saying, I don't know if you guys can see the mouse pointer, but the blue, where the dark blue meets the light blue, is what they'll call the shadow of the Catskills.
Correct.
As the storm blows over the top of them, those of us in the valley itself, in its shadow, might see a reduced level of precipitation. And perhaps like it'll be a bit warmer because it's going to kind of
because it really dumps on the eastern side of the Catskills. That's why you see that isolated area.
Why do weather stop right at like
right at the line? Well, it could be the coastal temperatures, from the ocean. They keep things a little bit warmer, and they don't necessarily. Well, no, because I've seen this other.
If you'll notice this strange phenomenon on like the Weather Channel, where like Mexico and Canada ain't got no weather.
Oh yeah, it stops at the borders. Yeah. Always in section 1. Woo! Yeah, dig in. 6 to 12, my friend.
I'm in section.
Yeah, I am on the magic line there.
Yeah, we're in 3 or 7
and 4.
How are they doing this?
No, we're 3. I would say we're 3 below the dotted line, of course.
What is that then?
They call it the Upper Hudson Valley. Yeah. That's where we're at.
You'll often encounter some controversy as to what exactly
the Hudson Valley is. Absolutely,
what it is
Marco. Thank you very much, my friend.
Man Cuddles Monday sounds a little better, right? This comes out better. The hardest one to come up with a name for is fucking Thursday. Because like, there's not a lot of stuff that starts with
thermonuclear Thursdays.
Listen
Come
to
on,
you.
That's it. They're loading them in the silos right now.
Tuesday is a little tough too. Words that start with the hard T. Totalitarian, tyrannical. Most words that seem to start with T have like a negative connotation.
Tyrannical Tuesdays, right?
Tuesday,
Totalitarian Tuesday. Thunderdome Thursday. Jay Creature. Love it. Love it. Thirsty Thursday does have a good ring to it. Peaceful Monkey.
Where we just have this whole dating scene vibe going on in the comment section. Can we get that going on? Like,
oh, man.
Tinder Tuesday. What the fuck was I thinking? See?
There you go. Look, he's got it all figured out.
Terror Tuesday, it came to me and I was like, nah, that just
Thank
gets you.
Outlaw Thursdays. Hey, that's not a bad one.
Thanksgiving Thursday.
Yeah, terrifying
Seriously.
Thursday, total destruction Tuesday.
Come on, you guys are too good at this. Listen to you. Anybody got a positive one? Any days of the week cool at all? Or
Yeah, you're totally
what
cool
about
Tuesday.
Saturday? What are we doing on Saturday?
Oh man,
Saturday.
I'm probably going to be freezing my ass off in the woods on Saturday. That's
freezing my ass off in the woods Friday.
Yeah,
obviously.
Terminator Tuesday. That's a good one. Thurman Munster Thursdays.
Thurman Merman.
Yeah. Well, so
at any rate, we're gonna get snowed on. Maybe it could happen. Like,
yeah, it's
there
definitely
may
going to
be
happen,
weather.
and it's going to be a long duration event. This is from Thursday night until Sunday potentially. I've seen. Did I see Bear's brief this morning? Yes, I did.
He's got cool
Farmer
graphics,
Prepping.
right? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Cool graphics this time around. Next thing you know, he's going to have a fucking guy who drinks and talks shit playing guitar next to him.
I did see his brief this morning, and again, I've gone through all of his live streams. I didn't watch every single one of them, but I went back in his history, and he had one titled "We're All Gonna Die," right? And that was the title of it. That was it. It wasn't. He didn't do "We All Gonna Die" Wednesdays unless it was something that he said in a stream that I didn't notice. But I'd never noticed he titled anything like that before. And it's not a big deal, man. He's a good dude doing good things, and props to Bear. And I appreciate him bringing it to light and saying something about it, which I thought was pretty cool. And not having an issue with it, not having an issue with it at all. Yeah, did you hear that? Sounded like a barking dog.
Well, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering what he didn't have an issue with what? I lost you.
With the "We All Gonna Die" Wednesday title, because he was doing "We All Gonna Die" Wednesdays, and it was something that he brought up, and a couple people in the chat were sticking up for us and saying, "Hey, man,"
and that's appreciated. Now, my thing.
It's catchy. It's catchy, man. It sounds good. It rolls off the tongue nice, and there's plenty of room for "We All Gonna Die" Wednesdays. If you're going to share it with somebody, Bear Independent's a pretty good guy to share that with.
Well,
that's my opinion.
So again, all right. So I'll play devil's advocate here. Our next live stream, we'll just call it Bear Brief.
No, man, it's cool. It's cool. It's totally cool. It's not a big thing. And, the phrase "we all gonna die" is something that we've said for a long, long time.
13 episodes and running on by far our most popular
And I even brought it up to folks in a short before we even came about it. And I asked if we should, make this a thing. I even searched YouTube to make sure I wasn't copying anybody else's shit.
I didn't
before I did it. So
I didn't want to do it. I was like, why are we going to go on like it? Well, why we going live twice, bro?
Yeah.
But then y'all kept showing up. And everybody seems to have fun on this one
Absolutely.
as well.
Absolutely.
I do.
So I think tonight, being, lucky number 13, maybe we're going to talk about ways that we're not all going to die. We've got a community here full of prepared individuals.
I know a couple ways I am not going to die.
People with prepared minds and prepared homes. Maybe even fully prepped bug out locations.
Like ate too much lettuce.
Right.
Like I am not dying from that.
Not too much lettuce. Now I know Alpine Preparedness has a
heart disease and emphysema and every other thing. Like for sure.
Alpine Preparedness has an awesome indoor grow house going, and you guys should definitely check that out if you haven't. Very, very cool.
We all gonna die every day.
Yeah, that's right. Canadian Prepper is all about the doom and gloom. But tonight, let's talk about how we're not going to die. how we're not going to die. We're prepared, right? So the snowstorm's coming.
Oh, God.
I don't have to run for the bread and milk. I don't have to go out with all the people in the stores. I don't have to deal with the madness.
I have a quote for this, actually, and it goes like this.
Oh. That's fantastic. So cannibalism is not off the table?
No.
No.
Listen, the spam will last.
Yeah.
For a while. I'll get sick of it. I will turn to cannibalism before I run out of spam because I'm going to be like, I can't with this anymore. What am I harvesting? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like...
I live in a community full of farmers
this is also
who are
like,
going to need help.
We're talking about 4 to 6 inches of snow here, and I brought up cannibalism, maybe a little too quick for most people.
See, Pilgrim Prepper says you got to eat, bro. You got to eat. You got to eat. Welcome from Illinois, Mama Bear. How are you? How are you?
People in the South would go farther than me. I mean, I waited for like 6 inches of snow. Like it's raining too hard. They're like eating each other in the streets. Like this is a bloodbath.
Yeah, yeah. In the summertime, I harvest from the garden, and I store as much as I can. And we like to freeze the tomatoes whole, and then we just make sauce out of them later and can the sauce. But I got to get more into canning. I gotta take up my mother Sparks channel and really dive into the canning and just start putting everything away, man. I feel like
I wish y'all would call
everything that I waste is just terrible.
I wish y'all would call it jarring.
Jarring, yeah, because they're jars, right? Bonnie, hello, welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. There's a snowstorm coming, Bonnie. Get prepped up. Yeah, that's my bot. It's my Russian bot.
Just call me him. I know what you mean.
Travis, be safe. Good luck, and hope it works out well. Travis is an EMS worker, obviously. That's our dude, our medical trainer. Be safe, my friend.
StrategicETC.com.
Absolutely.
Hit him up, Travis, will teach you what you don't know.
Yeah, and he'll travel anywhere on the Eastern Seaboard to come and bring you medical training. Just get a few people together, and he'll put a class on for you. Get you certified in whatever it is. Snowstorms in Upper Illinois, nothing new. Love pressure canning, shelf-stable food, and it's delicious. Yes. I have to get more into canning. The Angry Prepper's canning stuff himself, so I got to step up my game, man. I'm more about drying. I like to make jerkies and dried, like apple chips and things like that in the dehydrator. But freeze drying is something I would like to get into. And I've heard that there's ways that it can be done without the big expensive machinery, right? You can freeze dry things with dry ice in coolers. You can freeze dry things in your freezer, believe it or not.
Well, sure, just, leave ground beef in there for like 5 years. There's no freeze.
No, that's freezer burning.
Right, what's the difference, man?
Speaking of jerky, did I get a deer yet? No, and that's why I'm hitting the woods this weekend with all the snow. I'll be out there, freezing my ass off. So, still after him. Now I get to do it with the old school muzzle loader. You gotta dump the powder in and then put the bullet in and then the ramrod down. But yeah, it's cool. So I don't mind it. Hey,
those muzzle loaders are a little different the way they go off. It's not.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, it goes like kick poof.
See, take my four-wheeler. Yes, I will take your four-wheeler. I tell you what, with that much snow, I will take the four-wheeler. I have to plow myself a way in. But yeah, man, the smoke pole is ready. It's sighted in. It's good to go. And I'm stoked to get back out in the woods, especially with some snow on the ground.
It's like
big
a little more
rubber boots on and go, man.
Isn't a muzzle loader like it's a little bit more akin to archery, and like you kind of get that one shot?
Yes, you get one shot. You get one shot.
You can get a second arrow off faster than you could get a second shot with a muzzle loader.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Keep the powder dry and every other thing. You've been sitting there smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee in the woods for 3 hours. All of a sudden, you took a shot, and you're like, woke yourself up.
Yeah, man. The muzzleloader is something.
They can hunt with crossbows now in New York, right?
Yes. So in muzzleloader season, you can use your muzzleloader, your crossbow, or your bow. The deer are just a little keen to people being in the woods at this time because they've been hunted for so long now.
It was put to me when you go out hunting that, like, okay, you think you're like all camouflage and shit, nobody knows you're there and stuff, but to the animals that live in that environment, it's like somebody's in their living room.
Yeah, they know everything in the woods, I got some great advice on one of my shorts that I put up from a guy who said that the deer know everything in the woods. So if you go and sit on top of a stump, they kind of know you're there before they even see you because they've memorized every shape in the woods. But
he's definitely taking the 22 right out the side of his buddy's truck at 2 a.m. off of somebody's lawn. But
winning streak, what's happening? How are you? We all gonna die Wednesday, but hopefully I'm not gonna die from lack of deer meat this year.
I'm saying I could.
Because that would be a travesty.
Well, because the only thing stopping you from filling your freezer, if I may say, is the law. Whatever that is.
It's true. And I think they should have, people who are specially permitted who can go and take deer off the side of the road. The ones that, typically hang out right next to the road all the time. Those are the ones you kind of want to cull, the ones that are not afraid of the cars and things like that. So if you could have like a team of sharpshooters or, some kind of archery where you could just roll up and take the ones off the side of the road, I think that would be a great service to the insurance industry. Perhaps,
so what I'm imagining is like an off-road vehicle with like a turret on it. Tick, 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 tick. Taking them down.
Yeah, but I think it's tough. It's tough. You have the deer that stick to the woods, the hardwoods, and rarely do they come out near the roads. And then you have the ones that like to be right in the freaking center of the double yellow line and
smash that gas pedal. Fucking idiot.
So car deer accidents here are a big thing.
If you live in upstate New York and you hit a deer, like you must not drive, dude.
Yeah.
They'll run into your car. Like you don't even have to try to hit them. They'll hit you.
John Odell says a paintball gun for the roadside deer. Well, there you go. You just mark them up for the hunters so they're easier to spot. They got the big pink blotches on them, right?
Dude, a fucking buddy of mine this one time, we're going down the road and there's a bunch of deer. We see them, the eyes in the headlights. And we had a bottle of champagne in the car. It was an empty bottle, not an open one.
Okay. It's an empty bottle of champagne.
What was once open was now empty. Do you understand? So he's like, all right, we're done with this. And out the sunroof of the car, he's like, whoo, and fucking 50, 60 miles an hour, whatever. Like this fucking beer bottle was like, choo, 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 smacked this deer right in the side of the head.
Oh,
took him like down to the ground.
Oh,
it was the best shot I ever saw in my life. Fucking like champagne bottle.
Oh man, Granite State Prepper got hit by a deer as a kid. Wow. I bet. I couldn't imagine getting run over by one of those things. Me and my son almost had one jump into the hunting blind with us this year.
Was you all doped up with the estrus, was you?
No. But somebody had fired a shot, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile away. And all of a sudden we heard deer running through the woods. And they were nonstop, man. Freight train coming through, and they knew where they were going. And they were coming right past where we were. And I thought for sure the one was going to jump in the blind with us. It was just a small one, but I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to throw this deer back out the window of the blind.
Child Slayer, you're right. You go driving with him somewhere, and it's like, can you just drive the truck? He's
sorry. When I'm in the truck, I see him everywhere.
Turkeys over there.
When I'm in the woods, I never see them anywhere.
Turkeys where?
Yeah,
way up over that hill, 300 yards out. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
I can spot them like that.
Watch the road.
Chrisman hit one this year. That sucks, man. Yeah, they're terrible. They're terrible. I can't tell you how many times I've had to lock the brakes up for a deer running out in front of me.
I don't have that kind of respect.
Yeah, well, I like my truck, man. I like my truck. I'm trying to keep it. No, Marco, no cocaine deer. I did see that thing for the cocaine bear. That should be interesting.
I needed you to explain to me because I'm like, now it's like a parody or something, right? And like, I guess that's because
it's a true story.
It's a document. I know I've heard of the cocaine story, bear.
The cocaine bear.
How is it presented? Like in a horror fashion?
Yes. It's a horror more.
Let me make something real
dark.
clear to you people.
Yes.
Too much cocaine today.
Yeah, and the cocaine bear is, just tearing people up.
Is that what happened, or did they use some artistic license there?
Yeah, well, I think they went a little artistic license, but it's, yeah, they're really doing a movie about the cocaine bear.
Well, because for a moment there, cocaine bear was like the strongest apex predator on planet Earth at that moment. There was nothing.
Just before its heart exploded, right?
Somebody call in an airstrike or something. High Mars.
We gotta get rid of this cocaine bear. I bought a deer-proof bumper. Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it.
It's called a snowplow.
Oh man, the trout slayer. My niece wants to know where her reindeer meat is. You tell her that I am in the woods working on it. I'm not there right now, but I'm headed there as soon as possible, and I'm working on getting my niece the reindeer meat that she needs.
I had to jump back up because I'm like, what about the couch? And like, holy cow, somebody hit a couch.
Oh man,
there's that. They're
came
not
close
really
to an elk.
Not the best. Not the best
That's
eating
scary.
couches.
That's scary.
Great.
Yeah, man, hitting a
large animal with the car sucks.
Yeah,
and
it's terrible.
And, it's
terrible. I've done it. I've wrecked a car. Car versus
like
deer.
I said, I ain't got that kind of time. Hit the gas. Fuck this deer. Fuck this car.
And
fuck everything. Right now.
We're in New York. Nobody gives a shit. You hit a deer with your car. You're on the side of the road. Hopefully none of it came back through the windshield and like really messed you up. But everybody will just drive past you while you sit on the side of the road with your car smoking. Nobody cares. Everybody's too busy.
Jackson, I got some fucking stories about people doing some stupid fucking shit when it came to deer hunting.
Oh,
that I probably just ain't even going to talk about.
Yeah, well, yeah.
To protect the identities of the fucking felons and criminals.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's
people out here
versus bear. You see them on the thruway from time to time. Yeah, you're right, GSP. They only care if it blocks the road, in which case you might get somebody to stop. Stan, how are you? Welcome from Idaho to We All Gonna Die Wednesday.
I mean, anybody here live in a state where you gotta like spray paint your cows so people don't think they're deer?
I do.
Around here in like New York, like
they spray paint cow and
horses
big
and
orange letter
shit,
on
like,
the cows.
Because the folks from the south of that stupid line you showed me there, the southern Hudson Valley,
some of
them. They come up here heavily armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
And they're like, just like they'll pull up in your driveway and like shoot like game off your lawn. Like, I used to have turkeys.
Yeah.
And I have more than one occasion I had to run outside and be like, the fuck out of here. Like, no, I see you.
Yeah, leave my turkeys
alone. Those are fucking domestic.
They're after my turkeys. That's
a big fucking turkey. You're goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
Cannibalism is not off the table, buddy.
I've been feeding him. He's my pet.
Cannibalism is not off the table. You go ahead and take that turkey.
People still try to poach cattle. Wow. That's crazy. If I had my choice between cow or deer, the cow is down. Yes.
No, they weren't wild turkeys. I got them from Agway. I got 6 of them. And we brought them home and we raised them and they became these fucking giant, huge fucking domesticated turkeys. They're funny to have as pets. If you get them like a basketball, like they love it. They like bump it around. And they're like guard dogs too. If anything happens and you're like, blah, 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 and they'll like run over there and be like dicks about it.
Yeah.
Spurry and
turkeys.
shit.
Yeah.
They're funny.
They'll fight you.
What you're up against with domesticated turkey, especially if you're not going to slaughter them to eat them, which we weren't, you have to really watch their weight. They will just become these fucking
giant balls of fat,
butter balls, like, quite literally, and then they to the point where they just won't move and shit. Like,
yeah. Well, I've noticed that the wild turkey flocks around here are getting quite large.
Nobody's hunting them.
Yeah, I see like 50 plus turkeys to a flock right now, which I think is awesome, man.
The younger generation thinks meat comes from the store.
Well, when I was younger, you didn't see very many wild turkeys. The wild turkeys were hunted in New York State, basically to extinction. And I think it was Tennessee that we did a swap with. We gave them white-tailed deer. They gave us some breeding wild turkeys, and they repopulated these things. That was after the Great Depression, so. It's not to, the folks who say, this is a quote from Outlaw Jackson. He said that, everybody says, what are you going to eat when the shit hits the fan? And everybody has the answer of,
My pets.
I'm just going to go into the woods and shoot all these deer and these turkeys and all the geese that fly over, right? I'm going to hunt for my food when the shit hits the fan.
You and everybody else, though.
That is the problem, is I believe, honestly, in my heart of hearts, that wild game will be hunted to damn near extinction levels within 2 or 3 months of a really bad scenario. Honestly, you know, the only thing you may have left is fishing. But how efficient can you be at fishing to sustain yourself?
It's you and everybody else once again. You know?
Yeah. You're going to go out and chop holes in the ice and you know, set tip-ups.
Where? And you and with what gear? And like, no,
that's a rough one, man. That's a rough one. So all the more reason to stock it now.
A primitive foraging society such as that has to rely on those methods, it has never existed on the scale that we have 7-8 billion, whatever people now on the planet. When civilizations worked like this, there was like 5,000 of them. Like,
there was so many fewer people then that it was possible. Rats. Angry Prepper says rats.
Yep, there'll be plenty of them, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, once the trash crisis comes after everything collapses, because sanitation is going to be a huge problem. The waste, the garbage, all the things that we're used to disposing of and just throwing out all the time.
So
you have no place to really throw it out to if you can't find a use for it.
I don't like to use the term homeless because in a lot of cases it's more like home deprived.
Right.
But anyway, I've heard it said that like they actually eat better than like normal people. Like you'd be appalled at the food that gets thrown out.
Right.
Everywhere. You see it on the shelf, but nobody thinks about like, what do they do with the stuff that nobody bought? In some cases, they're obligated to throw it away.
Yes.
In other cases, they're obligated to like donate it to like
a pantry or something like Absolutely.
That. But in places where they're obligated to get rid of it, destroy it, whatever, it gets thrown in a dumpster, and then they do things like put locks and chains around it so that like,
people can't get to it. Yeah.
Whatever you may think of that sentiment, I hate it.
Yeah, it's rough, man. That's messed up. That's messed up. All that stuff should be donated.
But in a post-crisis scenario where
carry your bolt cutters, right?
Once again, things like that it won't work that way. The only thing stopping most people from acting the way they normally would is this mythical thing called the law that
all those pieces of paper.
Otherwise, people would do
anything that they wanted.
Yeah. And so
they just don't want to get in trouble for it.
In a post-crisis scenario.
All right. So
take your moral
WROL,
compass,
right?
You got to take your moral compass and chuck it because that ain't helping you. It's like trying to use a level in a crooked house. What you're doing is straight, but nothing else is.
Yeah.
So never assume hope is not a good plan, Mike always says. Never assume that just because you would do the right thing, that another person would.
You can't gauge somebody's morals anymore.
By measuring them to your own. By measuring them to your own, you can't.
Yeah. No, you can't.
We've all seen what happens. We've all seen what happens when your buddy does something as simple as meets a girl. All of a sudden, there was 2 of you, and now there's 3, and then you're out.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm not
right. Can't be the third reel. You're right, Bonnie. That's the hopium. Don't be smoking the hopium. That'll mess you up. Hope is best in small doses.
And so many like people will sell their soul for you'd be surprised. You'd be shocked and appalled at what motherfuckers would do for a Klondike bar. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the truth. That's the truth.
It's America, baby.
Yep.
You can have anything you want if you can pay me for it.
Meeting a girl is not as simple, says Outlaw Jackson.
Not for people like us. Thank God. I would prefer to meet less. Really.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we can bring up? Can we hit the forecast model for this storm coming
back in more weather.
There we go.
We'll say it's 8:09 on Wednesday evening. We all going to die.
Yep.
And here's why.
Here's why. The storm is coming, guys. The storm is coming.
Tell us what we're looking at here and what I need to push this button.
That will bring us back. This is about 1 a.m.
I want to see us right now.
Okay, so go all the way back. Here you go, and we can just run through the model here. Just hit hit the play button.
Here it is. Now, this is what this complex and interesting storm they're talking about is going to do. Look at it. It's like two of them are like battling each other.
Yeah, it's big ass storm, and if you notice, the lake effect snow really kicks up after the storm passes with the winds, and then we have another storm on the 23rd into Christmas Eve. And this is Christmas Day. You got heavy lake effect snows in western New York. And
that thing is just
again before New Year's and again. We could have a whole lot of snow on the ground come New Year's Day here, guys. Can you turn that off? It's like
now it's pissing me off.
It's like whacking me out right now. Wow.
Whacking. You guys.
Awkward Texan, how are you? Yeah. Prepare. Hunterin, we're on the line. Scroll down to the projection here again. We are in
confidence.
We're in the keep going. We're in the 2 to 8 inch realm of snow here. So it could be either way. We could get 8 inches of snow. We could get 2 inches of snow. It depends upon the cold air. And unfortunately, these things, you know how it goes, man. The weatherman's quite frequently wrong. This could be a nothing burger. This could be a mess. I know in Pennsylvania, they're talking about potentially heavy icing conditions down there. A lot of sleet and freezing rain. So keep an eye for that. If you guys are in the Pennsylvania area, NY Prepper, heads up, my brother.
I will laugh.
You could have an ice storm.
I will laugh and mock people who are afraid of snow. But my heart goes out to anyone, and I mean it, in the path of an ice storm event. Those are
they're
different.
Terrible.
They are so much different,
Absolutely
so much worse.
Terrible.
They are not. They're pretty to look at, and that's all they're good for.
Yeah,
because
very destructive, very destructive. I think the last ice storm we had, the big one, I think I was without power for 7 days. 7 days, dry ice, and in the freezer and everything to keep everything cold.
They were giving it out like the FEMA had come around because this was rough, man. And at first everybody was like, "Wow, that was crazy." And then like the scale of what happened started to become clear.
Yeah, there was power lines down everywhere. Bob Dunn, you would be in the what section are you in, my friend?
Top notch entertainment here.
Yeah, I would say you're beyond the Hudson Valley. You're off the map, my friend.
You're off the map. It, beyond it.
Yeah, you're beyond the map here.
But being in the North Country, it's just a fact of life up there. It's going to snow on you too, Bob. There will be weather.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can with 100. 87%.
87, 100 to 87. That was pretty close.
Probably guaranteed.
Yeah, guys, definitely something to get your bread and milk. Get it now before everybody else takes it. You guys get the bread and milk. Nobody else gets it. That's right. You heard it here first. It's coming. Get your bread and milk. Yeah.
Like, you ever think about just acting hard in a grocery store when like old Gertrude's got like the last thing half and half, just like, give me that shit.
Yeah, snatch it from her.
I mean, what is anyone really going to do?
I don't need it that bad.
How bad does she fucking need it?
Well,
I'm here for the long haul. She's here for like 3 days.
Maybe you could split it with her.
I'll split something. Probably like a fucking upper lip.
That's it. So the Livingston man will knock you down.
No, just the elder, just the infirm and the elderly. I ain't picking a fight with a fair fight.
Oh man, K. Paul says gas was $2.89 today. That's a fantastic price. We are not there yet.
$3.33 last I checked. Which was today,
$3.33. That's right, old mutt.
Jake Reacher, what beer is, of course you know, is canned bread.
Yes, canned bread. Canned bread.
That's not even some bullshit.
I too clear the snow. I have a low slope roof. So if we get more than 24 inches of snow, I'm up, or 18 inches of heavy wet snow, I'm up there shoveling off the roof. And it makes some huge snowbanks.
My rule of thumb about shoveling off your roof, I lived in a place where it got to a point where I thought I should.
Right.
And it was in like a neighborhood, like development area. And I was shoveling off the roof. And like these people were like, should I shovel off my roof? And what I said was, if you think you should, then you should. Just, it can't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Unless you have an older roof, then you could run into some problems if you're up there
shoveling off shingles and whatnot.
You got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing, or hire somebody who does. That's the best way to go.
Roof rakes are all fun and games until like you have to like go out there and use the fucking thing. Like that's the worst, man.
Yeah, they are.
I found it straight up easier.
Just
easier to climb up on the roof and shovel it off.
Love and Life says he loves jumping off the roof after clearing off the snow. If you get a big enough pile, I'm with it. My house is kind of built into the ground and really low to the ground, so in some cases I can just step off the roof and carve myself some steps down.
You can create a drainage issue and possible flooding, though. Make sure those big snowbanks are either going to drain downhill.
Yeah, get them away from the house. That's
a big pile of snow when it melts is going to go where it can.
Hunter and says that's why we have homeowners insurance. Absolutely, that's what you pay all the money for, folks.
That's right.
Yeah, but be careful if you're thinking about shoveling off your roof. It is not for everyone.
Roofing is one of the 4 top causes of like dying at work, like people being on roofs.
Falling off the roof.
It's not hard to do. And if you are ever in a position to fall off the roof, don't jump. Just jump. You can control a jump. You can't control a fall.
If you think you're going to fall, just jump. That's rough.
The last thing, your last thought should be then fuck it, jump.
Those are wise words from the Livingston.
My father taught me that. Don't ever fall off a roof. Jump.
Just jump off the roof. None for me, thanks. None for me, thanks. I'll keep myself on the ground as much as possible.
The scenario implies you have no choice except to fall or jump.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a guy fall off his roof 3 years in a row. Oh, man. I hope he hung it up after the 3rd time. Stay safe in the Christmas storm. I think it's going to be worse. Thank you for keeping it real, keeping us laughing. You deserve way more. Thank you so much, my mother Spark. We appreciate you, sister. Thank you so much for all the donations tonight, guys. We really appreciate it. We put it all right back into the Hudson Valley, the Hudson Valley prepping and survival community. I always try to put all the money that we take in back into the live events, the in-person events. It really helps.
Jokes aside, he's right. Yeah, we don't. I don't have any money in my pockets. Never had.
No.
And I certainly wouldn't put yours there. Like all the stuff that we do when Mike throws these events and stuff, and we get people to come out and we have to do stuff, like this is where it goes. And we really appreciate you. It. You're taking care of the community by doing what you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, guys, make sure your preps are in order.
However it is you're going to do it.
Check out Love and Life. They did a great video a couple days ago about one of their storage systems. They've got these bins, man, like walls of bins. The whole room is bins. Angry Prepper, thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate you. Walls of bins, and it's so organized. All of the smaller preparedness items, your soaps, your shampoos, your Q-tips, all of the smaller stuff, your cold and flu medicines, all of this stuff goes into little small bins, and everyone's perfectly alphabetized and organized, and everything that's in there. You just
essential supply.
You read the side of it. Yeah, it is absolutely incredible. Jay Creature, thank you so much, my friend. We appreciate you.
Alms for the poor.
Alms for the poor. But yeah, awesome video. I love their storage solution for the smaller preps. It's a great solution in my opinion.
Now, was that system at all portable?
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask him in the chat.
You bridge that gap and wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure
if that gap exists.
So if you had to bug out, you could just grab those bins and they would stack nicely in a vehicle, in a trunk, in anything like that. Everything's see, he said, yes, it is. It's portable.
Of course.
Boom. Fantastic. Pick the whole thing up and move it. Can't beat it.
Well, what I was imagining was like sort of like an Amazon warehouse of just
yes, that's essentially what it is. It's a whole room of just bins and drawers and everything so well organized. Fantastic.
Love it.
So if you're in a small space, check it out. Check it out. It's a great way to organize.
Love and Life. You click on that person's little circle picture there, go right to their channel. Not yet. We're still talking.
Shortly.
Don't touch that dial.
10 minutes.
Do not touch that dial.
Prepper Book Club, thank you so much, my friend. We really appreciate it. We all gonna die Wednesday. And hey, if you do check out the Teespring shop, if you use code HOLIDAY10, you will save 10% off your order on anything in the Teespring shop. That includes the new We All Gonna Die Wednesday product.
What is it again? The code.
It's Holiday 10 or Holidays 10. I couldn't make up my mind, so I made them both. So Holiday or Holidays 10, all caps.
If I go there and I type in Holidays 100, will it give me 100% off?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But at some point here, real soon, we're going to do some giveaways. No cannibalism tools. Sorry.
It's not off the table.
No cannibalism tools.
I'll only commit to it's not off the table.
So
giveaways, huh?
Yeah. I got some stuff coming.
Who's among us does not have a giant pile of crap that they're like, listen, I don't need this shit.
Well, this is all
not to say like
stuff.
I'm going to give away
this
my
is all
junk
new stuff.
But everybody's got like brand new
and
shit.
we've got some sponsors, and we're going to see what we can put together to do a giveaway day. Maybe we'll take one of the live streams and make it a big giveaway. Keystone Preparedness, what's happening, my friend? How are you?
Okay,
yeah,
maybe build somebody a kit or something. Try to give it. I mean, what? What do you do?
Sure. We could give away a bag.
I'll autograph a can of Spam for you.
That's your survival food. We'll put a can of Spam in there.
12 ounces of quality meat right there.
Christmas show next Wednesday. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off that fast. I could use a Jace bag. Hey,
I can.
I am actually going to reach out to Jace and see if I can get them to sponsor a Jace case for us. I've been saying it for a while. They said okay, and somehow the
well, it's probably
just hasn't aligned yet.
It's probably got to do with the legality, like what they can. So what you would end up with a
is
Jace
a gift
case,
card,
right?
Is a gift card, yeah.
Because they are prescription medications. They can't just give us one and let us give it to someone else.
Correct. You have to follow all the protocols and cross all the T's and dot the I's.
What it would be is a free Jace case for you after you do your
the full purchase price of a Jace case. So yeah, I think that would be fun. I got to get all these people in order. That's the big thing. I've been working outside, so I got gloves on. I can't use the phone during the day. It sucks. I've been freezing my tuchus off all day long.
I have M65 field pants. Real ones know. Of course, the M65 field jacket, but even realer ones know that there's pants.
There's pants that go with it. Yeah.
Yo, I live in them from like November to March. They got the same liner the jacket's got, same fabric the jacket's got. They're just pants.
All right.
And bruh,
warm.
Listen, y'all, with your flannel jeans and whatnot, you're not even living right. You're not even living right. You're missing out.
M65 field
M65
pants, with the liners.
Got them from the Sportsman's Guide.
So that's like a whoopee inside your pants.
Yes. It buttons right in. I don't have them on right now. They are gorgeous. Absolutely lovely pants. Heavy.
Stan, have a great night. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Bonnie says, prep and pray. That's right.
Pure Blood. Thanks. Now, in terms of sponsors, speaking for myself, I would rather products that I'm either familiar with or have used or stand by.
Something I stand behind.
I feel like disclaimer, like I'm not going to just shill a product that I don't even really know about. Oh, they sent it to me free, so I'm going to like hand job it. Won't do it.
No, absolutely not. And if you do send, if we get something and it's a piece of trash, I'm going to tell you guys, hey, this thing is a piece of junk. Don't.
Yeah, with no disrespect towards your intent, and I appreciate you. If you can get us more sponsors, that'd be great.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it. Jane K, cheers. Yeah, man, I'm excited to give some stuff away. It's been a while since I've done some giveaways.
And when you come to the events, there's the free table, everybody, which is just like super cool. Like,
yeah,
there's a free table. in terms of giving away? You're talking about giving away, like,
well, we do a lot of the caches. We'll hide the caches at the event, and give people an idea of what you should put in a cache, how you can hide a cache, things like that. And it's something that I want to get back into again, is, you know, how to camouflage a cache. And like in the Northeast here, if you've got one buried in the ground right now, it's encased in solid ice. You're going to need a pickaxe to even get down to dirt that's not frozen, where you can actually dig your thing up, right? So you have to hide it somewhere above the ground so that you can get to it. And there's a few different ways to do that, and we'll go over some of those things in a future video for sure.
Whether you're new here or not, like, I dare you to like scroll backwards through our channel. We have a lot of videos on a lot of different stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. See, Angry has a pickaxe for that reason. When you bury things here in the Northeast, man, you got it, Mr. Winter, right? He'll get you. But guys, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you being here, and we appreciate all the donations, man. It's going right back into the community, and really appreciate it.
I do. Every time I see this chat just ticking away, and like, you know, like everyone's watching and engaging and enjoying what we say, which I gotta say I find alien.
But thank y'all so much, man, and we'll be back soon. We got some more stuff in the pipe, and we'll be kicking out the videos.
You in a hurry? You in a rush?
Yeah, I got places to go and things to do.
Angry
Prepper's coming on, man. I
gotta get
home and mod for the man.
I'll allow it then.
Y'all stay safe. Be careful in the snow. It's going to get shitty, so pay attention, guys, and go get your bread and milk. And thank you for joining us on a We All Gonna Die Wednesday. We're out of here, folks.